Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Chronic Colouring Down Under. I'd like to thank those who have subscribed so far and welcome those who are watching for the first time. My name is Sarah, I'm from Victoria, Australia. Today I will be doing the colour generator tag. I think that hope I've got that right. Sorry Lily if I've mucked it up. This is a tag Lily from Art Journey UK came up with, so if it's something you think that you'll be interested in, grab a drink, put your feet up and enjoy. Welcome back everybody, wherever you are in this awesome world. Good afternoon, evening, morning. It is Sunday afternoon here in Australia and I have got the house to myself. I don't know how long for. My visitors are gone. My oldest son, Jace, he's out for lunch with his girlfriend. Darren and Te-Arnna, my younger son, have gone for a hit of tennis. So how long it'll last, I don't know, but I'll take advantage of it. So, as I said in the intro, today I am doing the random colour generator tag that is going around. This tag was created by the lovely Lily from Art Journey UK. I'll tag Lily down below. I think it got a little bit, I'm not sure if I'm doing it completely correctly. I was tagged by my beautiful pal Pixie, and I think Johanna might have made some alterations not knowingly, which gives us all a giggle. Johanna's very good at that. So I will tag these three ladies in this. So basically what I did, I chose my page and then I've just actually organised my Ohuhus into one case, which I'm so excited about. And I've I'm having a brain fart this very second. Stop it. Yeah, so while I had them all out, I put them in a big bag and I got Darren to select 6. Now I wish I picked my page after the 6 that he gave me. And Darren's about as good as pulling markers out of a bag as he is at rolling at Coloropoli. These are the colours that he gave me. That's a brown, by the way, sorry. So I've got brown, black, cool grey, coral pink, light orange and spectrum green. Oh, and I deliberately picked like not a really detailed page, but one that's got a little bit of detail, and I wanted to do a person because I've been enjoying colouring people with different skin tone colour, like out there skin tone colours. So this is, oh no it's not, that's my in for my protector. This is the page I picked, a little witch, and it's from the Chibi colouring book, by Pixie and Nina Rose. And I was happily enabled by my gorgeous friend Jamie from Jamie's Colouring Love. Between her and Deb at Miss Sweets and Pixie, those ladies, they are a bad influence on me. Okay, where do I start? I have no idea. I really don't. What I might do is grab a bit of paper and we'll have a look at what these colours are that I have. Got someone that's just pulled over out the front of my house and just staring at our house. Go away. I wonder what they're doing. Alright, they've driven off now, so I'm happy. Okay, I'll fold that over because it's not very good paper and I don't want it to bleed through more. So we have coral pink. Looks more orangey to me. I don't know how that's coming up. Oh, great. And I've got a light orange as well. Light orange, and these are Ohuhus, and this one is a Winsor & Newton brush marker. That was in there because I'm starting to run out of browns in my Ohuhus. So, and I tried to rejuice them and they just would not come. I don't know what I did. Yeah. See how clean this one is? I think I've probably used it twice. It's not a colour. I like oranges, but it's a bit... Oh, it's drying okay. I think maybe when I first looked at it, it was a bit bright for me. Yeah, that's drying all right. I'm okay with that. What do we have next? We have Spectrum Green. Yep, like that colour. Happy with that. And then, of course, we've got black. He could have picked another colour besides black. Cool grey. And that's 05. And this is cocoa or chocolate. And again, this is the Winsor & Newton. And... oh, that's not a bad... Actually, he hasn't done too bad. I think I could do something with that. It's just the skin I'm not sure on. We might make her a green... Should I do green or grey? No, she's too young looking for grey. Yep, I'll go green. Green on the face it is. So, yep, Spectrum Green, GY172, Ohuhu. So, and I apologise blocking the light. I'm really hoping that my lighting will be here this week sometime. And I'm hoping I've picked the right one this time. I'm not holding my breath because I'm not the smartest cookie when it comes to all this tech stuff. It'd be great if I could just get someone in here who knew what they were doing and suggest or buy it for me what I need. Obviously the cheaper the better, but quality. Darren's one of these people that says you get what you pay for, which is true with some things, but I still like a bargain. And sometimes you have a win with some cheaper things. I think that's... we're just such a throwaway society now. Before we moved back over here, and sorry if being a lefty is sometimes hard for you to still see on the screen while I'm colouring. Sorry, before we moved back to where we are, we had a business in our previous town, and we used to prepare, well, not me, I was just the manager and front desk lady and bookkeeper and clean up lady, and I was a bit of everything. And Darren used to, and a couple of our employees, we had one apprentice and one fully qualified, and we used to repair electric motors. And like the bigger the motor, generally it was worth fixing. But when you were getting small motors like air conditioner motors and that, it just wasn't worth us fixing them. It was just cheaper for the people to buy, like, for us to sell them a new one. And we saw that with motors, we saw that with, like, treadmills, especially, like the little motoring treadmills, quite expensive to get fixed. We would see it with power tools. Yeah, but yeah, it's sort of a lot of things now, it's just cheaper to replace things, not just in that field, but I'm going to say that that's her neck, but any field. So what colour next? It's actually starting to get a bit warm in here. I should have turned my fan on. We might go with that orange. Oh, do I do orange? Yeah, I'm going to give her orange hair. This challenge is actually right up my alley. At the moment, I'm really focusing on picking my palette more for pages now, and I try to limit my colours. So, I mean, that doesn't mean that I won't use 26 different pencils or, I mean, markers, because they'll be different tones, but I just know, like, I'm just liking it when I have a more planned palette instead of just grabbing. And I'm not sure if I said it in my last video I recorded, but I will be planning on doing a video on how I pick my colours. That part's annoying me where I accidentally went down the line, so I'm going to give her a wart there. We'll just highlight it so it looks like a wart. I'll see if it's that a bit better. Sorry guys. Now, I might even have to get a colour blender to it. Now, is that hair? Yeah, I'm going to make that hair as well. And that's definitely hair. But I organised my trolley this morning. Oh, well, not this morning, probably an hour ago. Just putting in books that I'll be colouring for the month and that I know I've got already for buddy colours, etc. And I put in pencils. I'm a little bit excited and a bit nervous. It's been a long time since I've used pencils. I should, they need sharpening. I might see if I can bribe my son into some extra internet time if you'll sharpen my pencils for me. Is that bad? Oh, that's just one thing I don't like about colouring with pencils is sharpening. It drives me nuts. I'm just going to put the ceiling fan on, guys. I really hope it doesn't affect the lighting too much. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. I do have my nifty little air conditioner in here from the caravan, the Arctic Air. Michaela and Joel suggested to use it in here, and so now it lives in here and not my caravan, but I think it might be a little bit too loud for recording, so that's why I need the fan. Now what? I've got to keep an eye on the camera so it doesn't cut out on me. We might do a brown dress with a bit of red in it. I'm really using a lot of browns at the moment. I don't know what it is, but I've been going through browns like nobody's business at the moment. I just had to stick my tongue out for that bit. I can't talk with my tongue out at the same time. Oh, our naughty cat, my goodness. He has just been an absolute hand. This is Jim, not our precious Princess Boo. She's a good girl. Jim is just so naughty. The other night, I was chatting to a few people on Insta, and I pretty well had to cut it short because we heard this noise in the hallway, and I was like, you know, what is that? And Darren's gone and checked, and Jim is chewing on a frog. Yes, a frog. Eating it. Yucky. But I ran outside because I don't like bugs, frogs, anything like that. Mind you, we did have a lizard for a few days hanging out in our back area, and I was all right with that because I felt sorry for him because it was really, really hot, and I didn't want him to go walking across the road looking for water and getting hit by a car. So anyway, back to Jim. So we thought, well, we didn't know, you know, if this particular frog was poisonous or anything. So up to the vets we go, and he thought it was great because he got to go for a car ride and see new people. He's just, I swear he thinks he's a dog. And anyway, the vet did a check over. Mind you, this is after hours. So, yep, thanks, Jim. $330 later. But he's fine. Thank goodness. But I'll just finish this skirt. This is when I need to keep those lines out. I hate streaks. I know the chisel tip would probably be easier, and a lot of people are probably sitting there, use your chisel tip. I don't know whether it's because I'm left-handed or what, but I actually really struggle with chisel tips. I end up using them almost like a fine liner. I don't know how, but yeah, I'm doing something wrong, that's for sure. So it's just as long as I sort of keep that line and I've let it dry a little bit, because it's a bit, when I've got the fan on now, it's probably not helping. But no, that's alright, I'm okay with that. But if I just keep the moisture in that, it'll be fine. And we're nearly done. But I suppose I should probably practice with chisel tip a bit more. There, because they are good for big areas. Yes, anyway, Mr. Jim is fine. Totally fine. But the little hoo-ha decided on, what night was it? I don't know. My days are just jammed together. One night we had one of Jace's mates over to stay the night, and we made this taco type sort of casserole, and I'll get the picture. And anyway, didn't watch the camera, did I? Anyway, we had this taco casserole, and I put on the table like corn chips and tomato and lettuce and sour cream to add to it if anybody wanted to. And because one of Jace's mates were here, like he'd finished his meal. Jace always, he talks too much. And he's always the last one at the table. Anyway, his mate's finished his tea, and so he's left the table. And Jace has got distracted as usual and left the table before he'd finished his tea. And I've come back into the dining area, and Jim's having a feast in the sour cream. So there is my little Jim, guilty as anything, with sour cream all over his face. A little poop. But he's so, you can't get angry at him. It's so hard to get angry at him because he's just got this gorgeous little, like, his eyes are always looking inquisitive and cute. It just, he's got me. So, and then, because the kids were all laughing at Jim and thought that was funny while they're laughing at it, Jace's mate has decided to sprinkle pepper in the rest of Jace's tea. And so that was all funny, but he must have got a bit on the placemat. And when Tyron's gone to clear the table, I don't know why I'm doing this little pin, it'll do. He must have flicked some pepper around, and Scarlet, our dog, always hangs around at the table just in case there's any crumbs or something, dropped. So she got basically a snout full of pepper sprayed onto her. Half an hour at least. I gave up counting after about 8. She just kept sneezing and sneezing, the poor darling. I actually felt really sorry for her. And normally that time of night, that's her hypo time, and she does her zoomies and whatnot. Yeah, no, she was worn out just from sneezing. The poor I was about to say poor kid. She's like one of my kids. Yeah, so poor old Scarly was a bit puffed after that. Boys. Ugh. But it gave us all a laugh. And the taco baked casserole, whatever you'd like to call it, was really yummy. The boys, it's the first time I've ever done it. And yeah, the boys want it again. So I like it when they say, yep, that's a hit. We'll have that again. I've done my job. I suppose you have to use all your colours, don't you? Because I'll be just happy using these. No. I won't. So that's been the excitement in our house at the moment. Oh, and we've had family over, but as I said, they've just left. We don't get to see them very often, so it was good, but it would have been nice to have a bit of warning, I suppose. Now, black. I reckon I'm going to do them black. How much does anyone find with their Ohuhus? Oh no, it's not doing too bad. Maybe it was just me before. Has anyone tried replacing their nib in the Ohuhus? Because I've had to just get rid of a couple, and it hasn't been like, they were a little bit dry, but I didn't even bother trying to rejuvenate them with alcohol because the nib was just trashed, absolutely trashed. I have kept one to have a play with, but I mean, I've got my spare sets, but I don't really want to get into them yet. But I don't want to put like a Copic nib in or something, and because they're not cheap really. but they do last a long time. Well, I feel they do. I've only ever changed one, and obviously that was in one of my Copics. And that was purely because it had a fine tip and a chisel and I wanted a brush. I actually don't mind this colour combination that Darren's given me. Might give him a job as colour picker. Well, mind you, he didn't actually pick them. He just put his hand in there and pulled them out. Excuse me. I'm being lazy. I could turn it over, but I don't want to. I think my black's starting to see the end of its day, and its tip is definitely not how I like it. I sort of have to lean, like if you can see. It's really terrible lighting. It's a little bit bent. I don't know if that's showing up. Yeah, so the tip part isn't really working for me anymore. Like, that's me using the tip, and that's as good as I'm going to get, is that. So I have to sort of go on the side. I know what I mean. Whether I'm explaining properly, I don't know. Yeah. But I don't like doing that. It doesn't feel nice when you're colouring, if that makes sense. Yeah. I just want to get this black bit out of the way because I don't want to I don't, unless it's a really good new marker or my Copic, I'm funny about black, just because it's so unforgiving, I suppose. I'll go back this way. Yes, I have ordered new lighting. I did have it on my Christmas list, and then Darren said, "What a Christmas present." And I said, "What? I need it?" And he said, "Yeah, but Christmas isn't about needs, it's about wants." And I'm like, well, no. Can also get needs. And he said, "No, just get it. You need it." He said, "If you keep waiting for buddy to be able to get your Christmas presents, you're going to make an excuse that another bill's needs to be done, or the boys need something." Isn't that what all mums do, though? Oh, I have done a little bit of spending. My beautiful daughter and her partner gave me a Amazon voucher for Christmas, and I got a few things, a few books off there. Not a lot, especially for me. And that's pretty well all I've spent. But I did put an order through to, where did I order? I ordered from Etsy. What did I order from Etsy? Oh, just a couple of books from Chill and Sara that I've been wanting for, they've been sitting in my cart for months, and I felt guilty because one of them I asked them to get in for me. And what was the other one? Oh, I ordered the Fairytopia and the Christmas edition of Colouring Heaven. And I think that's... Oh, I've got a few little bits and bobs that were on special that I got, you know, like some glossy accent and the paper I use, cardstock I use, things like that, but nothing extravagant. Oh, and a couple of PDFs. I really have to remember to start showing the PDFs I buy. I think because I don't print them up until I want to use them, I just forget about them, and that's terrible, because, you know, there's some absolutely incredible artists on Etsy, and yeah, some of them I hadn't heard of, but if I see, I think Jamie put me on to a couple this month. Sally from Middle Aged Geek Girl put me onto a Ukrainian artist, so we're doing a buddy colour together of that. Yeah, and I love checking out new artists that aren't, what's the word, Amazonian. You know, that are, don't get me wrong, I've probably 70% of my books are Amazon books, and I love them, the ones that I've got, and you know, I'm appreciative of having that, because it's majority of the time, you know, they're at a good price point. And I've said it a few times, I think in Australia we're very lucky with our Amazon paper. I think it's great. Or I'm just easily pleased, I don't know. But, oh, no, I've got a couple of minutes. Camera nearly got me again. But, yeah, I sort of sometimes, it's nice to just explore new talent, or new to me talent, I should say. And yeah, often, especially if I, you know, see someone, another creator recommend someone, I'm always going over there and having a look and see if there's anything that I would like. And if it's a shop that I would, you know, yep, definitely like to buy from, I favourite it. I might not get something, oh, bother. She's got a wart on her hair now. I'm going to make that wart brown, because it's got a ring mark around it and I don't like it. Man. See, I should have had my tongue out and I wouldn't have gone out the line. Just do this last little bit and then I can talk again. I don't like corners. There. Yeah, and sometimes, like, if I'm just sitting in the lounge room with Darren and the boys watching TV or something and I'm not colouring, I'll just sort of browse through Etsy. I might, you know, look anybody particular up, but if you have been looking at those pages, you know how it comes up with recommended things for you. I don't think I'm going to get this all done today, guys, because we're at nearly half an hour already. But I want to use every colour that I've got. So I've used the brown, I've used the red, I've used the orange, I've used the green, I've used the black. Oh, I have used the brown. No, we'll put that in the hearts. And then I'll colour the hearts in red, but I might do them off camera, otherwise it's going to be a long video and I'm sure you guys get sick of me rabbiting on about whatever I rabbit on about. I can't even remember what I've rabbited on about already. Oh, that's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, probably because I'm in the way, but even my grey is starting to do it. Like the tip has lost its bit of firmness right at the very tip. So if you have any suggestions on either changing or like changing nibs with Ohuhus, or even if you have any tips for me on preserving the tip better, like am I going too hard with it or something? I try not to. I'm very light-handed with my markers, so maybe I am still going a bit too hard with them, and I do try to rotate them a bit as well while I'm colouring. So if I'm doing the whole, like a big area of one colour, I'll rotate it several times while I'm doing, and it's just sort of ended up being a habit now where, you know, like I'll just go like that while I'm taking it off. I'll give it a quick spin. I don't know if that helps or if I'm just making extra work for myself. I'm good at doing that. I'm going to colour that thing in grey too. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I'll definitely be finishing this page off though. It's pretty cute. What I might do, I might, no, that might be pushing it. I was going to say I might get Darren to pull out another couple of colours just for the background. We'll see. We'll see what mood I'm in. Oh man, I can't colour that one in. Whatever it's supposed to be. Oh, unless that's supposed to be a highlight. Oops. Oh wellsy. Oh wellsy. Alright, I'm just going to finish up at... It nearly got me. I'm just going to finish up at this heart, and then that will be it, and I'll finish the rest off camera, and you will get to see it in my completed colouring pages at the end of the month or the start of next month. No, it'd be more likely the start of next month. Yeah, I'll finish these little bits. I'm probably out of cameras. Yep, I am. Are you one of these people that I am? I certainly struggle. Don't be surprised if I said that I kept going off camera when I do my completed pages, because when I'm on a roll, and especially when it's a book that's nice and simple and just straight colouring like this, I like to finish them, but I know it'll be just too much on video to do the whole page. I might even keep a bit of white space in it. It's one thing that I'm getting a lot better at, is not being afraid of leaving white spaces. You don't have to colour absolutely everything in on the page. I used to feel like I was cheating almost, but it's not. You know, if you want it white, you want it white. Okay, don't know if you can hear that, but that sounds like my boys back from tennis. So that's, well, when I say my boys, my baby and my big boy, my hubby, my little naughty little Ronnie cake. So that is perfect timing. So we'll leave it there. And there's the colours that I used. And these are the ones that Darren picked out for me, or plucked out I should say, of the bag. Thank you so much, Lily, for creating that tag. That was a bit of fun. Thank you heaps to Pixie for tagging me. I wrote it on a note who I was tagging. I've just got to find my note. I've got about 16 notes sitting here. No, that's Buddy Colours. No, that's Colour Off Beat. Oh man, where is it? I apologise. Oh, it's over on my wall where it should be, not in my other notes. So calm. Pretend that didn't happen. Pretend I'm all organised. Okay, for the colour generator tag, I'd like to tag the following in this. I'd like to tag Mini Rach, or Rachael from Mini Rach, Jamie from Jamie's Colouring Love, Michaela from Michaela Creates and Colours, or Colours and Creates. I'm sorry, Michaela, I'll get it right, I promise. It might take me a while, but I'll get it right. And Te-Arnna from Te-Arnna's Colouring Creations. So, and no pressure to do, ladies, you know the drill. And anybody else, if that was something that looked fun to you, go get somebody to pick out some random markers for you and have a go. Or make sure you check out Lily's video, Johanna's video, and Pixie's video. I'll tag them all in the description box. So thanks guys for watching and supporting me on my journey. If you enjoyed the channel, give it a big thumbs up. It helps the channel heaps. If you haven't subscribed yet, maybe think about subscribing. Hit the notification bell so you know when a new video is up. Comment below, share with your friends. But most of all, stay safe and remember, colouring is cool and kind. Bye.